Seth.
What do you want?
Hates the pendulum step.
Just...
He thinks the pendulum step sucks. He thinks it's useless. It's pointless. It is my absolute favorite way to open up with a kick. You like this.
It's great to get points.
You like this stupid little slidey thing. I can't even do it.
Oh, you mean the pinnacle of power is what I call it?
Show me the thing.
In which
You're sliding, sliding footwork.
I could use it pretty much any way you want it.
We'll say with a round kick. Because that's like hard. I'll give you props.
Yeah.
Doing the sliding footwork with the round kick is hard.
Yeah. Well, you have to master your body.
And I think that's one of the cons of it. The pendulum step is so super easy, but I think you're doing it wrong, and you're doing it in a dangerous manner. I'm going to fix it, and we're also going to explain why Seth is an idiot for not loving the pendulum step. You're the guest. I'll let you go first. Okay. Sliding footwork versus pendulum footwork. Okay. Which is better?
Okay. That's very easy first off. I mean, it's the sliding. It's because of the power. There's no art of... Pendulum can be kind of stagnant in the movement. It's like a bad L step.
Oh my God.
First off, it covers more ground while using your momentum. While actually using your body's momentum and not your lower half's momentum. This is all the momentum of my leg. This is the momentum of my mass.
Which is considerable.
Massive.
And this might be informed by our whatevers, like our disparities.
Sure.
And you've helped me with like some sliding footwork with like a more like side teep sort of thing. And I use the sliding footwork, but it's more a skip. It's not for power.
Yeah.
I think there's such a thing as powerful enough. I think like max power and techniques is a little bit overrated. People are like, oh, power, power, power. There's such a thing as powerful enough.
Yeah.
Nothing beats the pendulum step for speed.
Yeah, okay, which techniques?
Blinding fast. Blinding fast. We are going to have to probably slow the frame, mess with the frame rate or something, just so people can see what I'm about to do. That was kind of fast.
Yeah.
All right. You just did a pendulum step.
No, I did not. I promise you this first.
So you're changing it.
I'm not changing anything.
No,
that's
you're prioritizing speed now because of my argument.
I can prioritize whatever I want. That's the benefit of the slide.
You said it was for power.
It can be. If I were to throw a jab, and I were to go like this, would you prefer that, or if I could just reach you?
Yeah, but this is a jab. We're talking about for the kick. Pendulum steps, I think it's almost a free point.
Okay.
I think that all other things being equal, we're coming out, throwing each other out, and I pendulum kick you. I'm going to get that out the gate every time, first time, probably second time, maybe even third time, and then you know what you're going to do? I'll tell you what you're going to do, because everyone does it. You get sick of my shit, I do my thing, and then nothing beats the pendulum step for putting yourself back in your position, reversing the pendulum motion.
I disagree. I hardly disagree.
I'm glad you hardly disagree.
No,
You very disagree?
Densely disagree.
Okay, go ahead.
You did it right then.
What?
Look at my head.
Yeah, I leave it right where it's at.
You go like this.
Yeah.
This is the nature of the pendulum step. Ready?
Yeah, it's like being on a gimbal. You know, you move a gimbal around.
No, but your head moves.
Let me see.
Here, watch it this way.
Oh, yeah, well, you're counterbalancing. It's a gimbal movement.
You don't have to counterbalance if your body is...
Okay, what happens when you miss? Throw your sliding side kick, or whatever. Look, you end up out of where you don't necessarily want to be. Look what happens when I miss. Back up out of the way. Nothing. I'm right back where I started.
Because you didn't intend to hit it in the first place.
I intend to score this point.
But I'm saying, there's techniques where if you could not hit them and still be the same, then you're probably not hitting it that hard.
It's for speed. It's for disruption. It's for frustration. It's for free points. It's to continue the action.
Let's pick this kick up a little bit higher. What happens then?
I am not warmed up. So you're saying if it's higher?
Yeah.
That was pretty good. Sometimes he gets me on these things. Sometimes he just does something. I'm like, yeah, that is pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't use a pendulum step up top.
Yeah.
Because there's a bit. I'll concede there's a little more telegraph with what I'm doing if someone's wise.
Okay.
When you are sliding and I know you're sliding, I can't necessarily see it and then know, yeah, that's going to be a problem. When you are hip to my pendulum step game, for me it's fine because usually the answer is like, they just want to put their gloves on me.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
So as I pendulum step, you decide you want to put your gloves on me, I'm usually able to kind of reset and get my.
But now do it higher.
I don't.
That sounds like a bing. That's a point over here.
I don't know that it is.
Also, I don't have to break straight back. If I go like this and I slide, I can go like this.
Can you go that way?
Boom.
Can you go that way?
Yeah, should be okay. Because it's just where I go like this,
you get,
and then I push off this foot.
and there's a drop in your weight which loads you to
Right. If you go like this, yeah, you can kind of do it. Yeah, it's not as hard as I would have guessed.
You used to hate the pendulum step.
Specifically because people abuse it for high kicks. Because it is what gets people who can't regularly kick high their momentum.
Right, you kind of cheat the height.
Yeah.
But then you kind of came around on pendulum kicks, and you don't hate it.
Yeah.
I always hated the sliding step and never came around on it. So that clearly means that the pendulum step is better.
Do I have pepper spray in my armpit?
Probably a little bit. And that's the worst place.
It's been going this whole time.
If it runs down into here, or anywhere where your body gets wet.
Oh my gosh, I'm so dumb. I'm standing here like this against the wall and it's going pop, pop, pop.
Oh yeah,
I felt it spray on
that
my
pepper
arm.
spray. Make sure you're subscribed if you're not already. We pepper balled
my face has been pepper sprayed this whole time.
That's not staph.
Oh yeah, no.
Yeah.
It's not a hickey either. I guess, what other reasons do you throw the pendulum step?
It's
for speed?
Speed, and it's free.
I think speed is comparable.
Oh, I do need to fix something real quick. Because if you are a fan of the pendulum step, there's a real important detail. I'm not the only one that knows this.
Okay.
But it's dangerous to throw it improperly. What a lot of people do, it's in the legs. What a lot of people do is they will do the pendulum step and get away with it a lot. Hand me a little pendulum kick here. Let me see what you do. Yeah, you do it kind of bad. You do the best version of the bad way. Yeah, there's something I want you to do. Seth is high level. What is it called? Karateka?
Sure.
Okay. And I trust him to kind of know his limitations here.
Yeah.
If we pendulum step and keep the toes pointed this way.
Yeah.
All other things being equal. I see what you're doing. He's kind of cheating down into his haunch a little bit. His considerable haunch.
Yeah.
If we do this and I keep my toes pointed this way, I'm applying lateral dynamic force to my knee. You're not supposed to do that.
Yeah.
Right? So what I do is I make sure that my heel comes in and my toes point that way, which not only protects my knee, a couple things. Hold on. This is serious, right? It protects my knee.
Yeah.
Right? Just like when we teach the round kick, we don't,
Sure.
you know what I mean? Protects my knee. It assists the hip and where it wants to go anyway. It needs to come over.
It does.
It starts that.
It does.
It can increase the height and the versatility where I target it.
Yeah.
And a real important part, if I get my foot like this and I get my mass in front of this leg and my toes pointed this way, I can like push kind of harder into it.
I think
Like that.
you just slid. I actually think that your toes should point forwards. I think if you're gonna do it, you should be like this. Rather than, because the momentum
Listen,
is going like this.
Listen.
Use it.
Listen, I understand that. I believe in teaching kids how to cross the street, not telling them not to. Okay?
Okay.
Seth is protecting his knee joint. When he does this, Seth is doing a lot of things to protect his knee joint by squatting, sitting, keeping his knees tracking out over his toes.
Yeah.
My personal opinion as a personal trainer, someone who's been doing this and watching a lot of different people of different skill and ability levels do this, is that I don't like beginners doing that. You also have a lot of reps of changing direction laterally on that foot. You have a lot of experience doing that. You've built up a certain amount of bone density, your tendons, your muscles, everything that goes into making this stable. You have more of that than the average person. I promise.
Yeah, no, that's...
I think for the average person to learn the speed part of it and to really apply and get those free points in sparring, yeah.
I think it's too much commitment for something that's supposed to be fast.
That's pretty fast. Yeah, I just got done saying we're not getting anywhere. Come here. We never agree on these things. We don't get anywhere.
Why do we keep making them?
What do you guys think?
Shut the fuck up. Those.
Yeah.
But yours, like he said, once you commit, there's no uncommitting.
Yeah.
Like once you
It's
slide, you
unless you hit
sliding.
it. Yeah, if you
And
don't
then-
hit
And then yours is here, but why not?
Oh,
why
the
not,
switch?
Why not switch?
The switch is...
I was supposed to do switching with Shane. I used to never switch kick, and then Shane taught me a switch kick setup, and I started using it.
I like both those ones, but they're both the weaker version of a skip.
He walked off too.
What are you gonna do, argue
Mic
with
drop. No, that's not right. That's tell him it's not right.
I mean, it's not. I don't know. You tell him.
If you want more fitness tips,
Do you have your
self-defense
pepper spray
techniques,
still?
gear.